the slightest curl down or wind down. But today, I'm in a good mood today. So today is March 5th, 2024. And today I'm in a really good mood. Last night I went to bed in a really great mood. I finally finished reading and studying Proverbs, Book of Proverbs, and I felt really good. I took a lot of good things away from reading that last chapter, which talks mainly about the Proverbs 31 woman. And it's things that I read that chapter before, but with this work that I'm doing on myself, this inner work that I've been doing on myself, I'm just looking at it in a different light. But I'm so proud of the progress that I am making, just changing my mindset and how I think, and just being real with myself about what I want my life to look like and the growth that I have started to notice that I'm making. I'm protecting my energy a lot more. I am tapping more into my feminine side, and I love it there. I really am loving it there. And the more work I do on myself, yes, it's hard, but I'm starting to enjoy doing this inner work because it's changing me as a person and my personality, how I handle people, how I talk to people. It's making me realize and identify people I want around me and the people I don't want to be around me. It's helping me learn more respect for myself and also standing up for myself. I love this journey into learning about femininity, like learn to be feminine. I'll just say that, tapping into my feminine side, because I feel like it's like me catering to the little girl in me. Like Stephanie, like you wanted, I don't want to say you wanted, but like it's like I am taking care of the little girl in me, and like in my head I try to like paint this visual like, okay, Stephanie, big Stephanie is taking care of little Stephanie, and big Stephanie is giving little Stephanie the things that she wanted. She's handling her with care, and I just love that for me. I really love that for me. I really do. And you know, I was sitting here thinking over the weekend how, so I'm a mom, and you know, a lot of parents who care about their kids, because you have some parents that don't care about their kids, they want to give the world to their children. They want to give their children what they never had before. You know, there are things that I had a really great childhood. I grew up with both my parents in my life, and with LJ, you know, me and his father are co-parenting. So you know, I'm a single mom, but I want to do so much for him and with him. I want to travel with him. I want to take him on trips. I want him to see the world, because I keep telling him there's more to the world than just North Carolina. Because he loves and misses North Carolina, because we're currently living in Texas. But I just want to continue to just keep on pouring into him, and like I gave him allowance. You know, I buy him toys and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? The same way I want to give LJ these experiences, and you know, I'm nurturing to him, I'm caring to him, you know, I love on him, I get him a lot of the things that he wants, not all the time, but I also get what he needs. But I said to myself for the weekend, I need to give that stuff to myself. I need to care the same way I care for my son. I need to care for the little girl in Stephanie the same way. The same way. And I'm like, I'm not gonna overcomplicate it. I'm just gonna just do for little Stephanie. I'm just gonna do for little Stephanie now that like I'm big Stephanie, but little Stephanie's still inside of me. Little Stephanie wants to be loved. Little Stephanie, you know, she likes the nice things. She likes her nails done. She likes, you know, being in like this soft era. And I'm going to nurture that. I'm going to cater to that. I'm going to take care of little Stephanie. Yes, I'm big Stephanie, but like I said, I am still little Stephanie, and I want to pour into her. Like, I didn't know, little Stephanie doesn't know, little Stephanie did not know what big Stephanie knows now. And big Stephanie's still learning. But as big Stephanie is learning, she can pour into little Stephanie, and that actually helps unleash and open up the feminine in me, so that the feminine side that I'm starting to tap into shows in Big Stephanie, because Big Stephanie's taking care of little Stephanie and pouring into little Stephanie, loving little Stephanie, you know, loving her smile, her skin, her body, all of it. And like with this whole like this inner work that I'm doing, it's reflecting on my outer appearance. If I can get my words right, this inner work that I'm doing, tapping into my feminine side, doing the hard work, every day is not easy, and it's a constant battle, and I have like the right people in my life to constantly help me, you know, face the things that I need to face, that I need to address and stop running away from, because I just know that it's only helping me get out of my way. So that has been like something that's been really big to me, that I've been like kind of struggling with, like staying in my way and letting loose of control. Just like working through that, because I remember it was like either last year I was like, you know what, God, I'm surrendering, because the things that I've been doing is just not working. It is just not working. But back to this inner work, the things that I've started to like take note of is my routine is changing. You know, the 2 books that I have been reading now lately is Atomic Habits by James Clear, and this book called 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think. I read this last night. I read a couple of chapters last night, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like I feel so good. Like I turned one of the chapters into a journal entry where I started answering some of the questions that was in the book, and I even like I flipped down some pages of chapters that I wanted to read, because I'm like, oh, I want to learn about that. And this book is really helping me a lot with inner work, on top of listening to YouTube videos about tapping into my feminine side and just being present for myself. And I know that, you know, certain things that I wear helps express the work that I've been doing to be more feminine, be more of my feminine energy than my masculine energy. And I just love the way I feel. It's helping me with my confidence. It's helping me with everything. So on top of reading those books, and also reading my Bible every day, and journaling, and just like really sitting down with myself, and just being real with myself about the kind of life that I want, and realizing that I like working a 9 to 5, but I value time freedom more. So because I value time freedom more, I'm starting to shift everything and shift my mindset into thinking, I want to build my life and have fit work around it. I don't want to be working and try to fit my life around work, because time freedom, that doesn't equal time freedom to me. It doesn't. I value a lot more things in my life, such as personal development, spending time with my son, doing stuff with my son, instead of rushing and only having the 3 hours that I have at the end of the day to spend with him. You know, he gets out of school at 3 o'clock, he goes to after school at 5, I get off at 5, and constantly, like, I'm on the go, going to go pick him up, trying to make time to go to the pool, or go for a walk, or go take him to the park. Before I know it, it's like time to hurry up and get home, feed him, get him bathed, work on some handwriting exercises. He's learning how to read now, and before you know it, it's like 8:30, almost 9 o'clock, and it's time for him to go to bed. And I'm like, I'm tired of rushing, because I'm trying to fit my life around work, and that does not work for me. You know, I'm waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, meditating first thing in the morning, listening to my Joyce Myers motivation in the morning. If I can squeeze in a stretch or a workout in the morning before I have to shower, after I eat my breakfast and then my son eat his breakfast, it's like constantly rush, because I'm trying to hurry up and get him on a bus at about 7:50. But I can also take him, I have enough time to take him to school, but then I'm rushing to hurry up and clock back in for 8 o'clock to work from 8 to 5. And I sat here and I just be thinking about time. Time is something that we can't get back. Time is something that we can't pay for. Like, yeah, well, you can't pay for it, because, you know, we pay for people's time. We pay for people's time when we're like being mentored, coached for whatever reason. But I can't get back yesterday. I can't get back the wee hours of this morning. And I am at a place right now where I want to exchange my time. I'm tired of exchanging my time for money. I need to do the reverse. I need to enjoy, and I want to enjoy my life. So, like, I feel like if I can, like, demonstrate this, I kind of feel like God is backing me into the corner, because he knows that, like, I have more out there for you, and I need for you to make a decision on, like, what are you going to do? So if you really want this time freedom, and I feel like I'm in a perfect spot right now, because I'm a 24/7 mom, I have my son full-time, so it's, like, kind of hard, and I'm like, damn, like, it's but so many hours in the day, and I kind of feel like it's the perfect situation for God to be like for God to be like, all right, Stephanie, I know what you want. You've been talking about this. You've been talking to yourself about this, talking to your friends about this, researching, looking up stuff. Do you really want this? Do you really want this for yourself? And yes, I do. Yes, I do. I don't know how it's all going to work out or whatever. That does not matter. I don't need to think that far ahead. All I need to worry about is where my feet is currently at, and that's currently in the present. I got that from this book. Focus on where my feet is currently at, and that is the present. It's not in the past and not in the future. Just focus on today and what I can do today, and just make the best out of my time. So, with this whole healing journey, like I'm eating a whole lot better. I am doing an intimate fast, which originated from me just wanting to like to hear God more. But the more I do the work on myself and this inner work, it's making me want to continue to keep on doing this fast, because something is working, and I'm like, you know what, God, I need to hear you more. I need to hear you more. So I'm gonna keep on doing this fast until I feel like, okay, you know what, until God says like, all right, you're good. But I really have been enjoying this fast. I see the physical, emotional benefits of it. I'm slimming down a whole lot. I'm working out. I'm walking at least an hour a day. I'm only eating like twice a day, like once in the morning and then once after 6 o'clock. And I'm fine. I'm just drinking water and tea throughout the day, just like mainly liquids. And I'm just really seeing the benefits that it's doing on my body. My skin is clearing up a whole lot. I'm taking more better care of my body. I always did, but I'm just like tapping in, like me tapping into my feminine side. It's helping me care more for my physical health and my mental health, my spiritual health. It's making me realize the things that I'm putting into my body and how I want to show up in the physical world, but most importantly, spiritually for myself. Because I know that when I'm confident in myself, which is something that I struggled with, if I continue to just keep on working on it, like people are going to see the glow. Like, yes, my skin is glowing and stuff like that, but you're going to see the work. I'm going to see the work, and I know that there's bigger and more out there for me. And one thing that I can say to everything I wanted to do and everything I wanted to do, I accomplished. It wasn't I didn't have no failure, because the way I look at failure, no, the way I look at things that I try, if I just tried it, you know, that's success. That's successful. That's enough. That's enough. Like I've tried it and I was successful at it. Whether I made a whole lot of money doing it, or whether I learned something from it, or just like learned or benefited someone else, everything that I tried and wanted to do has proven to be successful for me, because I had the mindset that this is gonna work, and if it doesn't work, or if it doesn't work out, everything happens for a reason. So, with all that said, I know that like I have a choice, and I'm learning that like I have a choice to choose positivity, joy, happiness every single day, and I can utilize my time. Harshawn, you help with that in so many ways, but I can utilize my time better. But you know, I'm not gonna strive for perfection. I know that all days aren't gonna be good, but what matters is that I am patient and gentle and not so hard on myself. But I continue to just keep on doing the work and staying out of my comfort zone and staying out of my way, letting go of control, and just being. So I am happy that I am here. I am blessed that I'm here. And 3 things that I am grateful for this morning, because the day has just started, and I hope and pray that I live to see the the end of the day, because my dad likes to say you could be here today, you could be gone today, is I'm happy that I woke up this morning. I'm happy that I have an amazing group of family and friends in my life who are positive, who are encouraging, who are loving, caring, and supportive. And I'm happy for the growth and personal development work that I have been doing in my life. And I love myself. Yeah, so this feminine energy work, oh my gosh, it just feels so good. Like, to just be sitting in it, like just walking, it's like walking into a room full of flowers, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is what it feels like to cater to myself and to love on myself, to work on myself, and just like let go of things that has been keeping me captive and in bondage, and letting go of the scarcity mindset. Oh my gosh, like being in this feminine energy is abundance. I tell you, because you start to realize you can have it all. You can have whatever you want. You can have whatever, you create whatever life you want. And I'm gonna do that. But that's all I got for you today. And I'm excited about this journey. I can't wait to look back on these videos. A year or two, a year or two or three or four or five from now, God willing, and I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna keep it going until the good Lord calls me home. And now that I finished studying about wisdom, I still want to dive deeper into studying about wisdom. But my next Bible study that I'm gonna be focusing on is learning how to forgive by using the Word and reading different books from the Bible to learn how to forgive myself, forgive people, because it's something that I've been running away from, and I'm ready to face it. And I feel like this is everything happens when it needs to happen, you know. And everything, it takes time, it takes experiences, it takes you having to go through things. But everything that I went through in my life, I am thankful and grateful for. I don't regret nothing. Before, I used to regret stuff, but I am slowly understanding, like, even the relationships that I was in that I'm no longer in right now, of course, even the relationship with my son's father, I started to, my line sister has shared this YouTube video with me, and it was from like the White Blanket, I think it is. I don't remember what it was called, but the lady who was on there speaking had said, you know, the best way to move forward from a breakup is by taking full accountability and responsibility, and say that things didn't work out because of you, because it forces you to look at yourself in the mirror and address all the things that you needed to address, so you need to address about yourself. So when I heard that, I'm like, you know what? All of my relationships were my fault. Even my last relationship, it was my fault, because we see the signs. We see the red signs, not red signs, but we see the red lights or whatever it's called. We see the signs. We see the signs, but it's if you choose to ignore them or acknowledge them and know, like, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, all of my relationships, why they ended, they were all my fault, but they all taught me something about myself, and most importantly, it taught me about what I want and what I don't want. And to continue to keep on loving on myself, and quit the people pleasing. But anyway, that is enough. This is an amazing video. I can't wait to go back and like look at this, you know, months from now, and just like see where I'm at. But one step at a time, one day at a time, one inner thought I'm taking captive and addressing, and just changing my mindset. But anyway, that's it.